What's up, YouTube? Ryan back today with a sports card PSA return video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We got a PSA reveal. I have been sending more stuff back to PSA. As much as I said last week in my mail day video that I haven't really been partaking in the hobby much lately, I want to kind of talk about that more. And specifically, I haven't bought hobby boxes and I haven't ripped anything in a very long time. Like, it's probably been closer to 6 months than not. And that's like insane for me. I'm not like a huge hobby box ripper anymore over the past couple years, but I'm usually like, the big products, when Bowman comes out, Bowman Draft, Bowman Chrome, Topps Chrome, some of my favorite products, I almost always buy hobby boxes. And like even Series 1, like I usually always get a hobby box, and I just skipped on it this year because I just don't see like the return on it. Obviously finances are a lot tighter, but yeah, it's kind of weird right now. But we do have a PSA reveal because I've been sending cards to PSA. So I've been trying to leverage the hobby to make money, um, just to help pay with some bills and stuff like that. So that's where my focus has been really. And for some people that might be better for my content for you if you're trying to also make money with the hobby. That's what I'm doing now almost primarily. So this is, I think, like a 16 card order. I do know the grades. I'm not going to lie to y'all and say I do not know the grades because I have seen them. So we're just going to go through. I'm going to show you guys what I got, if I paid for any of these cards, and kind of what maybe I can sell them for. And which ones I am selling, which ones I'm just keeping. So, gonna be a pretty quick video. So we'll just jump into it here. We'll do our normal 9s and 10s pile. And hopefully, I do have a couple cards lower than that. So we'll throw those off to the side. All right, first card up. 2019 Josh Young base chrome PSA 10. So we got a 10 there. Again, I send the majority of cards I send, I do think they're going to get 10s. So happy that that one did, especially because it's like a lower end card. I remember I bought some Young stuff a couple years back now. Probably paid like $2 for his base card, and probably sell for about 30, maybe 40 bucks once the season starts. So I'll take that. $19 grading fee, remember. Ketel Marte, Bowman Chrome first base auto, PSA 10. That's one I've been holding on for a really long time. I probably had this card since like 2018, probably. I just have never graded it. But it's a super clean card, so I'm glad I got a 10. I think I bought it for like maybe like 30 bucks back in 2018. So I'll make some money on it. I think right now they're going for about 70. I'm going to try to hold off. He's killing it this spring. So I'm going to try to hold off, see if the D-backs can like produce again with him kind of leading the helm offensively. So we'll see there. Next up, we have Bobby Witt Jr. Chrome Sapphire Edition. This is actually 2020, which is the same year as his first, but it's the Bowman Draft version, I guess, instead of he was in Bowman Chrome. So not bad. I think it sells for like 60 bucks. This was actually a test. This was originally already a 9. 2021 Leaf Valiant Gabriel Marino Orange Auto. I think that's what, number to 99. Yep. This was a 9, and I thought it looked really clean, so I wanted to send it back. There was a couple spots on the surface on some minor scratches, so they sent it back as a 9. So at least they're consistent there. So that will be our first 9. We'll leave that on this side. Next up, I was happy with this one. Jonathan Kuminga PSA 10 Green Mosaic. Kuminga's coming along, so I decided to send it on in. So it's kind of good timing. He's playing really well right now, so I'll take that. That card was extremely curved. I know how you guys will see that sometimes. Doesn't seem to affect grading. At least I haven't noticed that. They're pretty nice about it, especially once they get into like a sleeve like this. Like even in this, you can see that it's curved. You won't be able to see it on screen, but you can see that there's still kind of like a bend to the card. Up next, Pete Crow Armstrong base PSA 10. Happy there. Dude's got blue hair right now, and it's kind of lit. This is one of the bigger cards in the order. Might be the biggest, potentially. Nothing crazy in this order. But Shohei Ohtani International Fair. I actually had one of these in my last video and graded a 10 as well. So happy with that. That's going to pay for a good chunk of the order. I am going to sell some Ohtani stuff. Where I sell the majority of my Ohtani stuff. I have like 2 or 3 cards of Ohtani that I really like that I keep. The rest of the stuff I'm kind of selling. Up next, Devontae Adams, Topps Chrome Rookie Pink. super happy with this because this was a PSA 9. I cracked it and I was like, this does not look like it should be a 9. There was literally nothing wrong with this card. So I sent it back in, cleaned it up a little bit, but came back at 10. So went from like a $30 card maybe to like a $120 card probably. So super happy there. Glasnow, pink refractor. I've had this since 2017, pulled it in 2017. And with him being a Dodger now, I was like, screw it. Let's send it in. It was super clean, so I expected a 10. This one I was sad about. This one I was very, very bummed about. Devin Booker, Silver Prism, PSA 8. It's going to be a loss. I bought this card for about $250, I think, raw. Honestly, I expected to come back a 9 at like the worst. This bottom corner has a little mark on it, but the rest of the card's super clean. Like I don't understand why it got an 8. Um, this is one I might actually just resubmit just because in one of my next orders, just to see if I can get it to a 9 and then keep it in my PC. I'm gonna keep it in my PC regardless. I don't really plan on selling Devin Booker because I think he's gonna really accumulate a lot of stats over his career. But pretty bummed they got an 8, so we'll actually put that in its own pile here. Shoot, I think I already messed up. Did we? Are these all 10s still? Oh, they are. Okay, well that's good. Cool. Next up, Jordan Lawler, Kaboom. I was kind of bummed with this. I didn't really see anything, out of the ordinary for like a paper card. The corners aren't like, I guess, like super sharp, but like everything seems pretty standard for like a paper card that I've graded plenty of 10s with. So I was kind of bummed with that to get a 9. I don't really understand it. Same with this one, Zach DeLoach Sparkle Auto. I didn't see any issues with this card, like barely off-centered left to right. But with 2020 Bowman Draft, a lot of cards are like that, like very off-centered all the way around. So for me, this is very normal for 2020 Bowman Draft. I don't really understand why I got a 9. So that's another one I might actually resubmit just to see, because the rest of the card is flawless. Up next, Trevor Lawrence, 2021 Select Turbocharged Silver. Got a 10. Happy with that. That was nice. Up next, 2019 Bryson Stott Sapphire. Got a 10. Was definitely expecting a 10. And this is where it went south. Like, super fast. Like, I was going through the order, and I saw that the Booker got an 8, and I was kind of bummed. But I was like, you know what? Whatever. 8's the lowest grade I've ever gotten at PSA, everyone, by the way. A 6. So, I'm going to go get my pliers right now because I thought I had them in my room, but I don't. We're going to crack this right now. We're gonna see what's wrong with this card because I would not have sent this card if I didn't think it was going to get a 10. It's not worth that much. So, I'll be right back. These pliers are so heavy duty, it's crazy. Absolutely love it. Makes cracking slabs like an absolute joke. They're so easy to crack. More. And then we should be able to get under it. I'm gonna make a mess on the mat today. I don't have a flathead with me. Thought this was a flathead, but it's not. But it shouldn't be an issue. I mean, I graded a 6, so who cares, right? All right. Let me clean this up really quick and we'll look at it. Alrighty, let's check out the 6. For a card to grade a 6, something severely wrong has to be. There has to be something severely wrong with it. I can see immediately there's a giant thumbprint on the surface. And it's just one that you can rub off. Like, this was 100% from the grader. There had to be. Like, 100% from the grader because it wasn't for me. I've never, ever sent a card with a thumbprint. But I literally don't see any issue with the surface. Literally perfection surface. See if there's something on the back. Sometimes we miss something on the back. Okay, I'd say the back is a little weird. No, never mind. These are all thumbprints. And they're all gonna come off. Again, this had to have been from the grader. Had to have been. But the amount of thumbprints I'm seeing right now, this is insane. Like, they totally messed this card up and then gave it a 6. Like, this is absurd. There's like 10 thumbprints on it. On the front and the back. It's like they went around with a stamp. The rest of the card looks pretty good. I do kind of see like maybe like a print line on the back of the card. But for it to get a 6 is actually insane. You know, I would think a 9 at the worst with that condition. But there was probably 10 thumbprints between the front and the back. You won't be able to see them on the camera, but that's crazy. So PSA, thank you for wasting my $19 on that one. And then our last card here is a Brett Beatty Bowman First base auto, and it got a 10. This is actually one that got a 9 originally, and I cracked it, and I was like, this doesn't deserve a 9. It's really clean. So sent it back and got a 10. So 2 of the 3 cards I sent that were 9s, I actually turned them back into 10s. So the Gabriel Moreno here stayed a 9, and then the Devontae Adams and the Brett Beatty actually converted to 10s. So pretty successful there. So I know I said at the beginning of the video I was going to talk about like what I was actually going to sell. So if anyone is interested in any of these cards, let me know. These are actually the ones I'm not going to sell. The Adams, because it was a gift, a Kaboom Lawler, Moreno, and then the Booker. I'm not selling those. Those are PCs for now. The Adams is tempting since it turned into a 10. So I might end up selling that. We'll see. But I am selling the Deloach, the Otani, which is going to pay for a majority of it. Kaminga, Witt, Young, Marte, PCA, Glasnow, T-Law, Stott, and Brett Beatty. I am selling all those. It's not anything to do with me connected to these players or think they've peaked or what. It's specifically just to make money. So that's what I'm selling and that's what I'm keeping. And then our overall gem rate was figured out. Alrighty, everyone. The final tally on the gem rate came out to 69%. And honestly, that's not bad because I did send multiple cards that were in question. So I'll take that. 70, I'll take that all day, every day. And just to give you all like a price estimate, because I'm just trying to be transparent with this video and like trying to make money and stuff. With the cards that I purchased and what I paid to grade, somewhere around like $400-ish. And just the cards I want to sell, roughly about $750-ish. So gonna make a good chunk of change on this. We'll see how long it takes to sell. There's actually a show here in Arizona coming up that I really want to sell at, but I don't think I'm actually going to be able to because I just changed work schedules. But yeah, successful PSA order, everyone. All right, everyone, that's going to do it for today's card video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of my order. Any of these cards you want to buy, let me know. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, whatever. I'm going to post them all on eBay, so look for them there too. But yeah, that's going to do it, everyone. Happy with this reveal. Again, I was bummed with the Booker that got an 8, and then the Stott that got a 6 was absolutely insane. That's all on PSA, 100%. There's no way I would ever send a card that messed up. It's just not possible. So that's insane. But yeah, outside of that, super happy. So thank you all for watching. You have a great rest of your day. See ya!